Good morning, students. Let us continue today with the poem The Lotos Eaters by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Up to now, we have studied the description of the landscape as well as two stanzas of the choric song sung by the companions of Ulysses. Continuing the choric song, Tennyson writes, Lo, in the middle of the wood, the folded leaf is wooed from out the bud, with winds upon the branch, and there grows green and broad, and takes no care. Sun steeped at noon, and in the moon nightly dew fed, and turning yellow falls and floats adown the air. In this stanza, the companions of Ulysses, they provide three different examples of three different objects which take birth, which appear in the world, grow and decay without any labor, without any hard work throughout their lifespan. First example is that of the leaf. As they sing, lo, in the middle of the wood, they say, look, just in the middle of the forest, of the wood, the folded leaf is wooed from out of bud. There comes out a leaf which is folded. Folded means which is not fully bloomed, which is not fully opened. And it comes out, it is brought out from the bud with winds upon the branch. As the winds blow, as the branch moves, what happens? There comes out a leaf which is half opened. There grows green and broad. At the same place, sticking at the same place, this leaf, it grows green, it becomes green in color and becomes broad, becomes big in size and takes no care. Whereas the work is concerned, whereas labor is concerned, this leaf is far away from any sort of toiling, any sort of hard work. Sun steeped at noon, and in the moon nightly dew fed. Whatsoever is required by the leaf, it is provided to the leaf on the very spot. They say that sun steeped at noon. This leaf is bathed in sunlight in the noon time, means sunlight is required for the photosynthesis and it is provided to the leaf where it is at the noon time. In the moon nightly dew fed. When there comes night, dew drops, they are there on the leaf. Water drops, dew drops, they are required and they are also provided to the leaf on the branch. And turning yellow falls and floats adown the air. And finally it matures. In the autumn season, it becomes yellow in color, it becomes brown in colors, it withers, it falls down, it dies and floats adown the air, and it is carried away from that place to another place by the blow of air. So this was the first example where they say that look at the leaf, it does not work throughout the span. Then they sing, lo sweetened with the summer light, the full juiced apple, waxing over meadow, drops in a silent autumn night. Another example, they give that of the apple fruit. They say, look, sweetened with the summer light. Look at the apple on the tree. It is made sweet and juicy by the sunlight in the summer season. It has to go nowhere to get the summer light. It is provided to the apple, to the fruit, where it is there on the branch. The full juiced apple, finally it becomes sweet, it becomes full of juice, waxing over meadow. Slowly and slowly, it grows and becomes overripened, big in size and sweet in taste. Drops in a silent autumn night. By spending the span, when it matures, in the autumn night, it falls down, but there is nothing done in the form of work, in the form of labor by apple fruit. All its allotted length of days, the flower ripens at its place. Another example is that of a flower. They sing that whereas the lifespan of flower is concerned, the days which are allotted, the time that is allotted to a flower ripens in its place. The flower, it blooms at the same place, ripens and fades. It fully blooms and finally it fades away and hath no toil. In the likewise manner, flower also does not do any kind of work. There is a contrast with the life of the man. Whereas these three examples are concerned, they say that to look at these objects, they just do not work hard. They spend their life. But whereas man is concerned, whereas human being is concerned, throughout the life, the person works hard, ripens and fades and falls and hath no toil, fast rooted in the fruitful soil. The plant of that flower, it is fixed, it is fast rooted, it is solid and still in the very fertile land, in the fruitful soil. In the next stanza, they continue. Hateful is the dark blue sky vaulted over the dark blue sea. He says, they say that suppose there is sky and sky is dark in color, it is covered with the clouds, it is hateful. The sky that is bent over the sea, it is covered with the clouds, that sky is not pleasant one. In the likewise manner, the life of a man, life of the person that is full of problems, that are full of dangers, that is full of hard labor, it is not pleasure giving, it is also hateful. Death is the end of life. Why should life all labor be? Then they say, when the ultimate end of the life is death, everything has to decay, every person has to die, then why should men work hard throughout the life? They are asking a question. Death is the end of life, or why should life all labor be? Why should human being throughout the life they work hard? Let us alone. They say, let us have rest now. Let us be away from such things. Time driveth onward fast, and in the little while our lips are dumb. Let us alone. What is it that will last? The time is moving rapidly. The time is passing speedily. And after some time, our lips will be dumb. We shall die. They are addressing to the leader, they are addressing to the Ulysses, that the time is passing in a speedy manner, and after some time, we all shall die. Let us alone. Let us have some rest here now. What is it that will last? What is there in the world that is everlasting? Nothing lives forever. Everything has to die. All things are taken from us and become portions and parcels of the dreadful forest. Whatsoever we are having, everything, it will be snatched away. It will become the portion and parcel, history in itself, of the dreadful past. Whatsoever we are having now, whatsoever we are enjoying now, whatsoever we are experiencing now, everything will become the part of history after some time. Let us alone. Let us stay here and let us have rest. What pleasure can we have to war with evil? Again they ask. We are fighting against the evil. We are fighting against the bad things. We are fighting against the enemies. What is the benefit there in fighting with the evils? Is there any peace in ever climbing up the climbing way? Again ask, suppose you are there in the sea, you are climbing up on the wave that is also climbing up. Can anyone expect any sort of peace in that action? In other words, we can say that they are living a sort of life that is full of labor. Is there any kind of peace in living the life that is full of labor? All things have rest and ripen towards the grave in silence. All the objects, all the things, all other things, they have rest in their life. They become mature and they die, they decay, they fall into the graves in silence, without any notice, without any disturbance. Ripen, fall and cease. They become mature, they fall down and they die, they decay. Give us long rest or death, dark death or dreamful ease. This is a time we require a long rest. If it is not possible, then let the death come here. Dark death. And if it is not possible, then we would like to have dreamful ease, daydreaming, sitting here on the bank, sitting here on the lotus land, eating lotus fruit and flowers, and in a languid pose, we would like to have daydreams. That's all about today's lecture. Thank you very much.